Hey guys, welcome back to another installment of our Hogwarts Legacy Let's Play. If you recall in our last episode, we finally learned our first unforgivable curse, Crucio. I don't think I've had a chance to use it yet. So we're gonna see how that works, I guess. We also did a small quest for Deke, looking for Deke's friend, Tobbs, I believe his name was. And then at the very end, we went and talked with Percival and, oh, I keep forgetting his name, Professor Rookwood. We went and talked with them, and they encouraged us to go start our next trial. So that is what we are going to do today. Yes, that. Where am I going? Is a good question to be asking. Okay, because the first trial was up here. Where is the second trial? Aha! It's way over here by Feldcroft. Okay. Well, good thing we've got a fast travel to go there. Okay, so we're here now. I did want to quickly say that this episode is actually a re-record. I genuinely don't know what happened, but I recorded this video and it disappeared. I couldn't find the file. I even tried searching for the title name I thought it had, and it is just missing. So I do know what's going to happen. I do know what's going to happen for this one, but I just wanted you to know that. And it might actually give me a good opportunity to actually explain some of the puzzles for the trial that's coming up. So, could be good. We do get to learn quite a bit in this particular video about. Well, you'll just get to see something that just came into my head. This little circle here that tells me to wait for Professor Fig so I can start my next trial kind of reminds me just a little bit of the age line that Dumbledore puts on the Goblet of Fire in the fourth book. I mean, it's not exactly the same the way they displayed it in the movie, but this is how I had imagined it would be. It would be some kind of golden, sparkly threshold that people couldn't pass or whatever. And walking through it is really fun because you get to see it distort and all that stuff. Like, that's how I imagined it would be. But anyway.
Over here!
Yes, Professor Fig, I'm on my way.
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
Okay. Let's see what spells we've got active here first. I've still got my basic set here. Let's take a look at our other spells. We're actually doing really, really well on spells. I still do not know when we learn Bombarda, and I'm not sure when we learn this spell either. I mean, it's obviously during a transfiguration class, but I'm just not sure when we're supposed to learn it, because I feel like we're quite a ways into the game now, and it just seems like we should have at least learned this one already. Like the unforgivable curses, I could understand not learning them until now or even later, but this one in particular seems like I could have learned it much sooner than now. But anyway, just looking through all my spells here. Let's put Confringo on this one as well. And instead of Glacius, let's add Depulso. And instead of Expelliarmus, let's add Flipendo. That seems like a good combo there. Yeah, those seem good. And this one can be just like my extra stuff. Might need Wingardium Leviosa. Let's get... Oh, because we have that one there and Accio. So let's add Glacius to this one. This will be like a utility section, and then I don't need to use this one. Maybe we can add Crucio to the last one in case we remember to use it. For now, though, there is actually a... Come here, sir. Got you.
Absurd, isn't it? Ranrock wants us to find the child. But which child?
We could take every child we find to Ranrock. Eventually, we may get the right one.
Cool. Sounds like a lot of work. Perhaps we just tell him we looked. Well, if he asks.
That does sound easier. Hello?
Petrificus Totalis.
Haha! Take that. It's super easy when you can just sneak up on them. Again, I love the sneaking elements of things.
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion! You
Whoops.
are terribly outmatched. Surely you can see that.
Are we? I don't think so. Nope, not outmatched at all. In fact, you were pretty much outmatched.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay.
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the
I
country...
wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle.
Very interesting that Ranrock knows about the Keepers. Like, he obviously knew something, but I wasn't sure what.
Any special word you want me to pass on to your mum?
We haven't met my mom, so if you know her, can you just tell her to find me, I guess? What am I doing? There we go.
I'll make you wish you were back at school.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
I'm worried that I'm a little under-leveled for this particular one.
Leviosa. Accio.
I won't rest. Why can't I hit you? You've made a grave mistake.
Incendio.
Oops.
Confringo.
There we go.
You won't get away with that.
You will pay for your deed.
This also. Defender. Potato. Confringo.
No more tough games for you. You're going to regret that.
Defender.
I'll get you for this! I should have been.
I feel like Thor every time I do that.
Potato. That's the best you could do.
Except instead of a hammer, I have a wand. The hammer is
Made a
probably
great
cool. Ooh, is Thor just a wizard with a hammer instead of a wand?
I will have my revenge!
Interesting. What? Who is...
Put me on the ground!
Okay, I was gonna say, who was attacking me still? Okay, what is this symbol that is showing up on my... Oh, okay. See, I've seen a lot of these symbols as I've traveled around Hogwarts and the valley and all that, and I haven't inspected any of them. So they must just be, it just says a formidable and wily enemy. Okay, well, I wonder what other ones there are, because I did see, there was one, I feel like I remember seeing one somewhere here along this mountain ridge. I'm very curious what all the other infamous foes might be. Like, obviously they would have to be things that I can attack, obviously, but just very curious what they could be, because there's lots of different creatures or enemies that they could be, especially from the Harry Potter universe. Maybe they threw in an Easter egg and like one of the infamous foes for whatever reason is like, no, that probably wouldn't work, at least in the context of the game. But it could be really fun depending on how it works out.
I suppose that's the quick way down.
Not really. Okay, so I remember this. Okay, so this door, much like some of the other ones, has three something or others. Yeah, so there's 3 of those things, and you have to hit all 3 of them with your basic cast in order to unlock the door. So there's one right there. There's one behind here, right there, and there's one right there. And then the door just opens and you can get down here.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead.
Obviously, based on what Rookwood and Ranrock were talking about, obviously they're a step ahead of us. Ooh. What is this?
This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
Interesting. I didn't really get a good look at this last time I played it. It kind of looks like maybe it was caged and they broke it to get access to whatever the interior there was. And it's definitely the source of Ranrock's power, or a source of Ranrock's power. Yay, 4 galleons.
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No. Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be.
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Sir, surely I've proven myself. In light of what's happened, perhaps you should tell me everything now.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
Yeah, kind of a bummer, but I get it. Professor Fig is like my best friend.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival in the map chamber.
Very well, Professor Fig. Okay. So I do remember there's one puzzle in here that particularly gave me issue, and hopefully I can do it better. It took me like... I think the first time it took me like 20 minutes to solve it because I was just completely lost and stuck on what to do. So hopefully it'll go better for me this time. These doorways they've included that kind of change your perspective and can like reveal new pathways and such. They are irritating to say the least. But it's still fun, so... Okay. Right. Okay.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Right there. Oh, that's right. This is actually a chest. Oh, my gear slots are full. Well, that's okay. Let's just remove something really quickly. Perfect. Get rid of that one and just see what we pick up here. Because the randomization thing is really fun.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Need to reposition that pillar to climb out of it. Perhaps the archway is the answer.
The archway is the answer. The puzzles are a lot of fun, but the last one in this trial is really quite irritating, which just makes me think that the rest of them going forward, like for trials 3 and 4, are going to be much more annoying. Yes, there is another chest back here. I can't pick it up, and that's fine. I'm not particularly interested in collecting all of them. I'm just showing you where they are. So right there, hit the thingy, and the pathway opens up for a chest. Oh yay, our next one. Okay. Okay. Move it out of the way just a little bit. Come around the side.
That pillar
And
is
Bob's your
blocking the
uncle.
path. I'll need to move it.
Oh yay, more pensive guardians. It's okay though, they're not actually that bad.
Descendo! Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Defendo! Travolso! Protego! Stupido! Defendo!
I gotta be saving.
Confringo!
Gotta be saving my my specialty ancient magic double bumper move. Because this particular account that I'm playing on, which I'm intentionally keeping behind my actual save file so that I can re-record if the event needs. But my other file, as I'm sure you've noticed, has like four of those magic slots.
I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how?
Okay. Walk through the door. Just like that. So, see how I did that? I hit the thing, and it turned to the side. I walked through and hit it again, and then it opened up for me. Okay, this is the final puzzle that really got me stuck for a little while. So, I am going to do my best to get through it. Okay. Because the problem is that... So you can turn the thing around, but you can only move the pillar when it's that particular shape there. Uh-oh.
There's a
Combat
pillar here,
first.
but no ledge near it.
What in the... Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so these particular guardians, they can only be seen when they go through the portals here. So you have to be... Okay, there we go. He passed through. There shouldn't be an issue now. Yeah, there's a few of those coming up where in order to fight them, you have to see them through the portal, or you have to get them to come through the portal, or you have to walk through the portal yourself. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Okay, so what I was saying is that...
marks readjusts the archways. Perhaps there's a way forward from the other side of this one.
So you can only move the pillar when it is in that form there. So you could obviously just pull it through, because what you're trying to do, what I ended up doing is I ended up putting the pillar on that side with that platform, and then I just turned the platform around. So I'm going to try and do the same. And I think what I ended up doing...
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
So I think I pulled it out like so. And then I think... Yes, I think I just walked through. And I'm honestly not sure why I struggled so much with that. I think I had walked through the gate too many times and I
Is it
turned...
possible to pull one of those blocks through the archway?
Yes, it is, but this is what I ended up doing. And it's perfect. So, and yeah, there is a second pillar in there, but I deemed it unnecessary, as you just saw. But like I was saying, I don't know why that gave me so much trouble. I think I had passed the block through the archway too many times, and I had walked through the archway myself too many times. Like, I just could not figure it out, and I was just stuck. Oh, that's so weird, watching the wall just move like that. More gold. I like gold. Galleons or whatever. Okay. I believe this is combat. Yes.
Descendo. Incendio.
I keep forgetting that Incendio is not a long-range spell. Which is fine, but having it as part of my main spell set does make me forget sometimes. So this is actually completely optional. The whole point of this is that there's a chest in here with an item. So if you don't want to do it, you do not have to. Perhaps I'll show you real quick how you get it done. Okay, so let's see. There it is. So you have to turn it so that it's in that form, and then you just quickly move it off of it, move it off that ledge so that you can open it. Now obviously my gear slots are full, but it doesn't really matter anyway because the item you'll get out of it is completely random. So, but yeah, so you have to turn, you have to make a full turn and pull it as it's coming around, and that's it. Pretty simple little item puzzle there. And I'm wondering...
Revelio.
Yeah, I believe that was the last puzzle for this one. And I think it's mostly just the big fight now. Or a big fight. Oof. What was that? I think that got me last time too. 5 Wiggenweld potions, that'll be good. You know what, something I haven't done? Actually, you know what, I only have 1 talent to spend. Take a look at my spells here. Okay. We're gonna do this one. Make it easier on ourselves a little bit. Because I still don't have enough spells that enable curses on multiple enemies, so... Or I don't have enough... Oh.
Descendo. Incendio.
Yeah, we got another one of those invisible dudes. Him out really quickly. What? There he is.
Descendo. Incendio. Confringo. Defendo.
Yeah, the invisible dudes really kind of stink. It's okay, they're not too bad, they're just kind of a pain in the butt a little bit.
Confringo! Descendo!
Okay, well that's easy enough.
Protego!
I am learning these guys a little bit better now. They have, every now and again they do charge attacks, and if you hit the color, so it's purple, so it actually does a small explosion on them for damage. Not much damage, mind you, but some at least.
Confringo! Defendo! Defendo! Levioso!
Ugh, sometimes.
Confringo! Defendo! Cruising!
Well, it's the first time I've used that. Oops. Okay, so it seems like Crucio is just a damage over time spell. Which
Confringo!
is fine, I suppose. Just kind of a little unimpressive to me. Like, obviously, Imperio or Avada Kedavra is going to be
What a relief.
a little cooler, maybe. Actually, with Imperio, I think it's because it's the mind control spell. It's probably just that one probably just like makes it so that other enemies attack and your enemies for a little while. Like, you can control them for just a little bit, which still pretty cool, I suppose. I wonder when I get to learn that one. I know I don't get to learn Avada Kedavra until very late in the game. It's like 3 or 4 missions away from the last mission of the game. Still,
Must say, I'm curious to hear of Isadore's
hold
travels.
on.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. but the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
Interesting. What I was saying before is I still don't understand the full significance of putting your face into the pensive to see memories. Like, if you're supposed to just put yourself into it, like, what's so wrong about putting a hand in there and getting, like... If someone else knows, please put it in the comments, because it just seems strange to me that you have to put your face in, because, like, when Harry did it in book... Was it book 4 when he entered Dumbledore's pensive without permission? I think it was book 4. Because he saw the Barty Crouch trial and he saw a couple things in the pensive there, and no, maybe Harry did just plunge his face into it again. But it just seems like a weird way to actually enter the pensive. You know what I mean? It just seems like you could do your face or your finger or your hand, or, you know, your finger or your hand or something, and it would be enough to pull you into the memory. That's just my thought. I don't know. Why aren't you moving? Okay.
You're back. And in one piece, no less.
Yes, I am. Speak to Percival.
It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
What was the glowing strand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was pain. You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor.
Okay, so real quick. So we have Percival, Professor Rookwood, I can't remember his first name, and then we have, I think he said her name was Neve, and maybe I'm just unfamiliar with how other languages work or how words came about, but the way they spelled it is Niamh, but it's pronounced Neve. Based on her accent also, she's possibly from Scotland or Ireland, and I'm just curious what the history of that, like how that pronunciation came about. Why is it that the letters Niamh spell Neve and is pronounced Neve. I'm very curious. Maybe I'll do some research on my own time and I'll let you guys know. But if somebody else knows, please feel free to comment down below your thoughts on that, because I don't get that. I really don't. Anyway, talking to the professor.
I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
Okay, season change. It's winter. It seems like it would transition pretty fast in the Scottish Highlands. Because the term always starts in September, right? Which September kind of falls in the fall area already, or the fall season already. So it does make sense then. It does make sense then that in the Scottish Highlands in particular, it would shift pretty quickly from fall to winter. And it's got to be a cold winter up in this particular area.
Natty told me about your run-in with the poachers. I have some news about them as well. Can you meet me soon? I fear that some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
Okay. Well, perhaps a little bit shorter video than normal, but I think we'll call it there for this video. If you guys like what you're seeing, hit the like button and subscribe for me, and leave some comments down below. And as always, I will catch you next time. Huzzah!
I have been asked to teach you the exploding charm, Bombarda. Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth, speak to me after class.